Hello people, and welcome to my channel. These impressions are based on real-world, real-life experiences with these units. I had this unit for 4 years and this Mighty for 5. When this Mighty stopped working, I was faced with a decision. Do I buy another Mighty? Can I afford to buy another Mighty? Or do I look elsewhere? I did a bunch of research and I discovered the Dynavap M2020. At first, I thought there is absolutely no way the Dynavap can even begin to compare to the Mighty. But the more research I did, the more surprised I became. The Mighty can be used right out of the box. Fully charged, it'll last 6 to 7 sessions when new. The Dynavap cannot be used right out of the box because it does not have an internal heat source, no batteries. Instead, it relies on an external heat source, such as a torch or an induction heater that must be purchased separately. At first glance, this might be considered a disadvantage, so let's take a closer look at these units. The cost. A new Dynavap will cost about $100. A pocket torch is the cheapest heat source alternative and will run about $80 for a good one. An induction heater can be picked up for about $180, so when added together, depending on your budget, you can spend from around $180 to $280 plus tax. The Mighty costs around $380 plus tax. The Dynavap is clearly on the lesser side, while the Mighty is on the more expensive side. The Mighty gets a 3 out of 5, and the Dynavap gets a 5 out of 5 in terms of cost. The heat source. It is definitely handy to have a built-in heat source, but is that an advantage in the long run? My answer is no. In fact, batteries deteriorate over time, and as they are not interchangeable on the Mighty, you're stuck with them till the end. 5 years later, my Mighty lasts only about 4 sessions when fully charged, and you must remember to recharge it or you'll have to wait. The Dynavap is always ready, no waiting. Plus you have a choice of your heating source, gas or electric, and each one tastes different. I see this as an advantage, so the Dynavap gets a 5 out of 5 and the Mighty gets a 4 out of 5. Temperature control. This is where the Mighty really shines. It has easy to use buttons with which to set desired temperature, and once set, it does an outstanding job in maintaining the set temperature. 5 years later, it is still as consistent in temperature control as it was when brand new. It's like a Swiss watch. The Dynavap relies on your expertise with the torch or an induction heater to achieve the correct temperature. There's a learning curve, but once learned, decent consistency will be achieved. But it still requires skill and attention, while the Mighty does it automatically and easier. So the Dynavap gets a 3 out of 5 and the Mighty gets a 5 out of 5. Cloud production. Both the Mighty and the Dynavap can produce massive thick clouds, so they both get a 5 out of 5. Vapor taste. When brand new, the Mighty's vapor is clean and tasty and oh so smooth. But the vapor path is made of aluminum and plastic, and over time the repeated heating and cooling deteriorates the plastic. It becomes more brittle and changes the taste. 5 years later, even after regular cleanings, in my opinion, the taste is not as clean and full as it once was. The Dynavap's vapor path is made of stainless steel and the taste is absolutely spectacular. I've been using the Dynavap for almost a year and the taste is still as clean, rich and smooth as it was when brand new. And it will remain like that because stainless steel does not deteriorate over time like plastic does. Also, you have a choice of a heat source and each one tastes different. Different heat sources can be combined with different stems, producing a seemingly endless source of tastes. The Mighty gets a 3 out of 5 and the Dynavap gets a 5 out of 5. Cleaning. Both the Mighty and the Dynavap are easily taken apart for cleaning. The entire Dynavap can be dipped into isoalcohol bath and left there overnight. The Mighty is at a disadvantage here as the chamber can be detached from the unit and dipped in an alcohol bath along with the cooling unit. Cotton swabs can be used with some success, but it will stain over time, and that is why the Mighty gets a 3 out of 5. The stainless steel of the Dynavap will not stain. It will remain nice and shiny, so the Dynavap gets a 5 out of 5. Versatility. There are not many accessories available for the Mighty. A stainless steel cooling unit is available for additional $100, but you can buy a new Dynavap for $100. The Dynavap, on the other hand, has a seemingly endless supply of accessories. You can purchase titanium, glass, steel, or wood stems, long, short, or in the middle. You can pair it with a different heat source to get a different taste and experience. You can add a bubbler or two. It is only limited by your time and budget. I strongly recommend using more than just one type of a heat source. Don't use just an induction heater or just a torch. Each one is a different experience and taste. Every great chef will tell you that electric grill tastes different from a gas grill, so why limit yourself? The Mighty gets a 1 out of 5 and the Dynavap gets a 5 out of 5. Here are the totals. The Mighty got 24 and the Dynavap got 33.